Peace, y'all. This is Brother Harold from HarkTheHerald.com. Back with another reaction video. Check it out. Please like and subscribe.
This was the shocking moment caught on camera. Video obtained by our NBC affiliate KARE 11 shows David Matori trimming a tree outside his Minneapolis home Wednesday when, according to court documents, a bullet was fired from his neighbor's upstairs window.
The bullet went down through my neck and then all the way back to my spine.
Matori told NBC affiliate KARE 11 he's also recovering from broken ribs and a concussion. Adding, the last 11 months since he and his wife moved in, they've been living a nightmare next door to John Shawshak. Court documents show the victim called police 19 times prior to the shooting for incidents including harassment, hate speech, and verbal threats. It also says Shawshak suffers from mental illness. Shawshak has been charged with attempted murder, but he is not in jail. Police allowing him to stay in his home because they say he's a threat to himself and others.
The likelihood of an armed, violent confrontation where we may have to use deadly force with the suspect in this case is high.
That excuse sparking community outrage.
We have to take violent.
That's insane. Isn't this the same place where George Floyd was killed? This police force was scared to go and arrest this man who shot his neighbor because they was afraid of a violent confrontation. Same police force, if I'm not mistaken, it's Minneapolis, the same police force that killed George Floyd, an unarmed man, was scared of a violent confrontation. So you kill a man who was unarmed, but you're afraid to go after someone who is armed.
Criminals off the street. So I'm not a police officer. I don't know how that gets done, but I know it needs to get done.
Police say Shawshak rarely leaves his home, and the department has not set an arrest date.
We are not going to bust the door down, guns blazing, and get into a deadly force situation. But
Since when? Since when? I mean, when it's us, you don't have a problem with that. You'll bust into a home and kill innocent people. Even if you bust into the wrong home, you go in guns blazing in the wrong house, and as you have in many incidents. Maybe not this particular force, but the police forces in general. Since when are y'all afraid? You're afraid of your own people, but when it comes to us, you don't possess that fear. Or you don't mind shooting and coming in guns blazing when it's us. But when it's your own people, you have a little bit more caution and more restraint as it relates to your people. You have restraint. You can exercise restraint when it's you. It's your people. But when it's us, there is no restraint. You can kill us if we don't get out of our car. You'll come in guns blazing. The hypocrisy of America's justice system, police force. Just showing your true colors, exposing yourself for who and what you really are.
we will ensure the community will be safe.
Matori says he feels the
Cowards.
Minneapolis Police Department failed to protect his family by not arresting his neighbor when they needed them most.
If you're saying you're scared, what does that do to me? You know, like you have this body armor, you have professional training.
Dana Griffin, NBC News.
Thanks for watching.
I'm going to go back a little bit.
And get into a deadly force situation. But we will ensure
The department has not
How that gets done, but I know it needs to get.
his home, and the
not going to bust the door down.
department has not set an arrest date.
We are not going to bust the door down, guns blazing, and get into a deadly force situation. But we will ensure the community will be safe.
Matori said
You're not going to bust the door down, but you can assure the community is going to be safe. The same police chief and police force that didn't react after the many complaints that these neighbors reported. You're going to ensure the safety that you didn't prevent this from happening. You didn't prevent this man from being shot by his neighbor, but you're gonna protect the community now. Yeah. It's hypocrisy. There is no justice in America. We have to realize that we're not going to get justice under this system. We're not going to get justice. And unless we're unified, unless we come together in unity and true love for our own people and for us, we're not going to get any justice. These things like this are going to continue to happen. We have to unite and follow the program of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, as taught to us by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Period. Do for self or suffer the consequences. Peace. Please like and subscribe.